Welcome to another episode of Artopium's Guide to Guerrilla Urban Camping. In this episode, we're going to be talking a little bit more about the social implications of what's been happening to me, a little bit more about why I'm out here on the streets, and what that has to do with Artopium. But just a little quick rundown here. As you can see, I've cut my hair and shaved my beard off, and that's mostly because we're going to be experimenting a little bit with image and what that means and how people treat people because of image. But mostly I did this because I'm very well aware of the image that I need to have if I'm going to approach the city or if I'm going to talk to other people and be taken seriously about some of the issues that are being raised by guerrilla urban camping, homelessness, and so on and so forth. One of the things that I've been personally dealing with is the police coming and talking to me almost daily. I've gone and I've looked up the code, I've looked up the law, and the law states that you cannot conduct business on a city sidewalk without a permit. However, it doesn't say anything about accepting donations as an artisan. It's very specific about what conducting business means. You have to profess to be conducting business or advertise yourself as conducting business. In other words, you have to have a sign that says for sale, or you have to have price tags. Just simply laying out your personal belongings or your creative works and giving them away as gifts and accepting donations as an artisan is not conducting business. In any case, the police have finally gotten really sick of me and my smart ways, so to speak, and they've told me that should I set up on Hawthorne again, and they should see me, they're going to confiscate everything as evidence, they're going to write me a ticket, and we'll let the judge decide whether or not I am conducting business or not. I said I don't have the time and the resources to deal with court, so nevertheless, I packed up and moved along.
It's gonna be alright. 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 Nathan John, merely an explorer. Where's your map? Why don't you have one of these either? You say you're such an explorer. Where is your telescope? My monocle.
Last 3 nights I've just been camping out right on the sidewalk, mostly because I'm just so fed up. I've been excluded from most of the parks on the side of the river for really stupid things, from anything from like having a motor vehicle in the park, which I'm going to appeal. I'm going to take that to task. And using the park facilities without a permit, that's because I was plugged into an electric outlet in the park. They excluded me from the park, which I can't go back to the park. One of the parks I can't go back to for 30 days, and the other 2 parks I can't go back to for 180 days. So I can't sleep in the parks anymore. So all I can do is set up on the sidewalk. It's been interesting, this corner's been very busy. Lots of kids from Rainbow have come into town, and they're also camping out on the streets. And last night we pretty much had a slumber party of campers hanging out on the sidewalk. Police have come down and used all kinds of very open and vague laws, open to interpretation, and used that against a lot of the family and kids and everything that are camping out on the streets to marginalize them and move them along. And right now, Hawthorne seems to be like one of the last places that you can be and not be harassed too bad. The city's pretty much fed up with all the kids that came in. There's so many kids that came in from Rainbow this year because it was so close by that the city has finally just gotten fed up with so many kids being in town, and they decided to send out the police and the park rangers to get us all. Good morning. How you feeling?
I feel like shit.
You sleep okay? No? It's loud here, isn't it? Any wingnuts come wake you up?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah, I got woke up too.
Somebody was trying to steal your guitar, remember?
Yeah, but that's not my guitar.
It's
it turns out.
Carlos's.
Yeah, it's Carlos's.
But still, it was like, that dude was about ready to nab it. And I caught him, and then he's like, oh, I was just protecting it for you guys.
Yeah.
Sit.
Stay.
You know this guy, can you wake him up?
Yeah, we'll get him
Can you get him all up and going?
Yeah.
Alright, appreciate it. And then you said you know who stuff that is?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, bro.
May I ask why you're here today?
Because these people are sleeping on the sidewalk, so I'm just asking them to wake up.
Sure, I understand.
Okay,
Is
can
there?
you get your dog on a leash, please?
Yes, absolutely. Did somebody call in? What did she say to you?
You guys can't be sleeping on the sidewalk.
I mean, we can sleep here. You just they're gonna wake you up every morning.
Well, this is the first time they've woken us up, but that's just because there's so many of us.
Oh, yeah. You're supposed to be able to camp anywhere in Portland on the sidewalk? Isn't that
From
the law?
my understanding, the sit-lie law was repealed. How do you feel about woken up by the cops this morning?
I hate living on anyone's schedule. I'm gonna lay back down.
How do you feel about being woken up by the cops this morning?
Well, I woke up a little bit earlier, but I'm getting used to it. Let's just put it that way.
This corner's been cool until this morning. This is the first time they've come to say anything this morning. But I think this is also the first time everybody went all the way along the hedges.
Yeah, this is a lot of people.
You know, I think tomorrow night we need more people.
I think so too. I
That's
think
the
we should
safest
just
corner to
push
sleep
this
in.
Yeah.
as far as we can
We-
because our parks are all closed, you know.
I don't like being woke up by anybody.
Yeah, especially somebody with a gun. Would you guys be willing to stick around again tonight? See what happens?
Maybe if we're still in town.
Let's get more people out here, huh?
That is going to rile them up, though.
Yeah.
Right?
5-6 years ago, where they had sit, stand, and lay out ordinance, where it was at the point where I'd be harassed and I could be ticketed for standing.
Right.
Now, it's kind of come a long way, but this is still a line in the sand, and there's still a lot of problems. We're not treating each other as equals. We're using the excuses of, you don't work, you don't have anything, therefore I can discriminate against you.
You know, you're getting a job just so you can pay for your little box apartment, you know, it all seems so...
At this point, the real estate's so high in this town right now. I mean, I used to be able to get an apartment in downtown for about $400.
Not
now
anymore.
Now it's
about
like
8, 9.
if you're lucky. Yeah.
And it's a piece of shit, too.
Yeah, and the landlord's gonna treat you like ass.
Yeah.
But when they take away our right,
then you're not looking
or not, maybe it wasn't our right, but take away the option to sleep in the parks, which would be probably more comfortable and out of the
it usually
way.
takes 6 months before they're like...
Yeah, where else is there to go?
This is probably the safest spot to go.
Yeah.
And, you know,
At least in the parks we're hidden, and you don't have to see us, and we leave early in the morning, but if we can't be in the parks, then hey, you're gonna have to see us. You're gonna have to see us on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You have the Buddha.
Uh-huh.
The Buddha was a homeless traveler.
Right.
Lived on the streets, handhandled.
Yeah.
That is a spiritual way of life that has been accepted for thousands of years. That particular life will teach you humbleness. It will teach you a lot of fucking things. And it's coming to a point where we're completely discredited for anything we say, but we're also kind of subjugated now, marginalized heavily, and it is infringement on spiritual rights.
We keep coming.
Sir, I need to see your ID.
That's fine.
Because you were in the roadway.
I know.
Well, this is becoming a chronic problem. We're going to start arresting people if you're blocking the sidewalk. Okay?
The cops have decided to arrive again. They're now citing us for obstructing the sidewalk, and they said they're going to start arresting people for obstructing the sidewalk. One of us is getting cited right now for being in the roadway. Oh, we have another officer arriving now. So this is the same officer that arrived earlier. Unfortunately, the battery is going to die soon. So the police right now are talking to everybody who's been on the corner right now. They're issuing a citation to one of us, and they're telling us to leave. So I'm going to get this on video now.
This is what's going to happen. If I see you guys blocking the roadway, blocking the sidewalk, that's called disorderly conduct, and you will be arrested. Okay? Go ahead.
It's not like the same thing in the town.
Okay? Okay. But the problem is, I've had calls here where people are passed out drunk, they're smoking pot. Okay?
Right.
There's been a fight call here. There's been assault. Yes. Yes.
I don't know.
So when people call, we're going to take action because obviously the warnings aren't working. Okay? When we're coming here 3-5 times a day, we shouldn't have to do that. And you're driving the business owners, they're the ones that call. Okay?
We're using this.
There's a lot of resources downtown. They give you housing.
People don't want us to go downtown.
Okay? They give you food, they give you housing, but not just here. Okay? This is what people want. That's what they call for, and that's what we're doing.
We're not walking the sidewalk.
Hey, listen to the nice warning that we've been given.
I'm not trying to be a big deal.
Okay.
Like if we're like sitting here and like sitting there, like there's enough space.
People call and there's people blocking the roadway. If there's 2 or 3 of you blocking the roadway, you're part of that roadway.
Where can we sit? Where is it allowed? I'm just asking so that we can be clear.
Where can you sit?
Didn't ask me to leave.
I'm just saying if this is blocking the roadway is next to the tree, okay? Like
Well,
if you were sitting
let
here.
me tell you common sense.
Uh-huh.
If there's 3 of you sitting on that sidewalk like you were, do you think somebody could jump around you or go around you? So that's disorderly conduct when you're blocking the path of a pedestrian on the roadway.
Whoa.
Well, common courtesy, you don't block the roadway. So if you block the sidewalk, that is fine. And sir,
Saying it, I'm sorry I don't have all the footage to show you about everything that was said. Unfortunately, the battery in the phone was dying, and a lot of the footage that I had taken was lost. And it's unfortunate that you can't see exactly just how much vehemence the police had for us. Right as I was crossing the street, the police officer stopped me, said I was in the roadway, detained me, put me on the sidewalk, and then proceeded to give me a ticket for being improperly positioned on the roadway. I went and looked up this code that he wrote on the ticket, and it's for when you're walking down the highway or a road, and there's a sidewalk that you clearly could be walking on, but you're not walking on it. You're walking down the road, and not only are you walking down the road, and there could be a sidewalk that you could be on, but you are also impeding traffic. And I'm at the point now where tomorrow I'm going to call ACLU and LEAP and see if they have lawyers that would be interested in taking this case, because honestly, not only do I feel like the law has been bent, but I feel discriminated against, and I don't just feel discriminated against, I've been discriminated against. Anyway, I'm camped out right now in a parking lot next to a hedge. I'm gonna call quits for the evening and go to bed. See you in the morning.